Water is a huge symbol in dreams, and it can appear in so many ways. So this particular video is about more general water meanings. I will use future videos to talk about very specific things about water, like oceans or pools or lakes, because those mean something very specific. One of the most common dreams that people tell me about when it comes to water is the big wall of water, right? Have you ever had that tidal wave dream, the big wall of water that's coming at you? I'll tell you what that one is at the end of the video. Hi, I'm Karen, and I dream a lot, and I like to study and talk about dreams, dream interpretation, and interpret dreams for people. If you've had a water dream before, please leave a comment below, let me know. So real quick, one tip: you wake up, you had a dream about water, you can immediately go, oh, water is emotion. That's the big one. Water can mean other things in dreams, but the most common thing it means, and probably what it means for you in the dream that you had, is emotions. It's talking about your feelings, it's talking about your emotions and the state of those emotions. Water can also mean spirituality. It can be addressing your spiritual issues. It can be talking about rejuvenation and healing and knowledge. So that would be healing and rejuvenation are like shower dreams or bathing dreams, like that kind of thing. But we're not talking about specifics. We're just talking about water in general. So water in general is going to be about emotions. So what is the water like? Is it clear? Is it muddy? So if you see clear water is about serenity and peaceful emotions and clear emotions, emotions that are not overwhelming, emotions that you're having. They're generally a sign that you're feeling okay about things, whatever's going on in your waking life, whatever the dream is talking about. Clear, calm water is going to represent calm, clear thinking, calm, clear emotions. If the water is muddy or dark or cloudy, then that's going to be symbolizing unpleasant feelings and emotions, cloudy feelings and emotions, or cloudy thinking, cloudy judgment. Dark water can represent your subconscious, unknown feelings, repressed feelings, and generally dark water tends to feel more threatening in a dream. So these are feelings that are more threatening to us in our waking life. These are feelings we may not want to feel. I like to think of them as, instead of negative feelings, because all feelings are positive, they all serve a purpose that helps us. I like to think of them more as survival emotions, unpleasant emotions, but I don't like to use the word negative. So when you have dreams of dark or muddy water, then it's talking about emotions that you probably don't want to feel. But remember, and I've mentioned this in other videos, dreams are here to help you feel your feelings. They are a place where you can safely feel scary feelings, which is one of the reasons we have nightmares. Dreams also will tell us what we're feeling when we're really not aware of what we're feeling. We're too busy, there's too much going on, we just don't pay attention to ourselves enough to know what we're feeling. And so dreams are a way to bring that to our consciousness, to bring it to our awareness and say, hey, by the way, this is what you're feeling about this thing, this situation, this relationship, this decision, whatever the dream is about. Then that's what the dream is for, is to let you know what your feelings are. So look at what the water is doing in your dreams to get a kind of clue as to what your feelings are. Some of the things that happen in dreams is that sometimes water will be rising in a house, or there'll be water coming up the walls or down the walls, right? So water rising in a house is a representation of feeling overwhelmed by emotion. A house represents the self, and so when the water is rising, the emotions are rising within the self, feeling overwhelmed, right? Overcome by emotion. If water's coming down from the top, that might be more of a rejuvenation kind of feeling, of cleansing kind of thing. Again, water can represent cleansing and rejuvenation. So look at what the water's doing and look at the kind of water. Is it dark water that's rising? Is it clear water that's rising? You might be feeling overwhelmed by some positive emotions. Or you might be feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, but the dream is saying with the clear water that it'll be okay, you'll feel okay, you'll get through it. I've done a video a few weeks ago about cars. So cars and dreams are about your drive and your motivation and your navigating and the journey that you're on. So if you drive your car in water, then we're going to combine a journey with emotions. You're on an emotional journey. So if you're driving your car in water, then you're in real life, you are going through an emotional journey right now, or you're about to go on an emotional journey and you're kind of knowing it, but you don't want to acknowledge it, but your subconscious is bringing that up and letting you know. Emotional journey ahead. If you drive your car in water and it's underwater, right? It's like totally underwater. Then that is more representative of emotions around an abandoned goal. So your drive has sunk, basically. Your drive, the car, has sunk, and you're feeling a lot of emotion about it. You're feeling sorrow, probably. Generally it's a loss, but it could be something, it could be anger. If it's dark water, maybe you're feeling a lot of anger and fear around the loss of this goal, this abandoned goal. I recently did a video on what it means when you fly, and flying is a dream where you tend to have a sense of freedom and a sense of control over things that you're facing, and it's actually a very positive dream. So what does it mean if you are flying underwater? Not swimming underwater. There's a difference, and there's only a difference in dreams. So you'll be flying and then you realize, I'm underwater but in the sky and I'm flying, and it feels different than swimming. There's that control feeling, and can you guess what that would mean? Control feelings. It means that you feel comfortable facing some feelings that are coming up, that you feel that you have some control over your feelings. You're not feeling overwhelmed despite there being a lot of feelings. You're able to feel them, you're able to handle them, you're able to make space for them. So that's what it means when you are flying in water. Different from swimming. You're facing your feelings directly. What if you're just wet in the dream? What if there's not any water around, but you're wet, and that's where the water is on you? So that's, again, you're feeling feelings. You're feeling overwhelmed by your feelings. If you're wet, you could be soaking wet, or you could be just a little bit wet, or I got wet, or some water was spilled on me. Again, emotions, you're feeling feelings. You're maybe feeling overwhelmed by them. However, this is another one of those things where water can represent cleansing or renewal, spiritual renewal, or just rejuvenation. So again, if you're in a shower or you're in a bath, then the water and being wet is more about cleansing and not so much about your emotions. So again, look at what's happening in the dream. Also look at what's happening in real life. And then there's the wall of water. The wall of water, a tidal wave. So given everything we just talked about with emotions, water meaning emotions, if there's a tidal wave of water coming at you, what do you think that means? A tidal wave of emotion is coming at you. You feel emotions building. Your subconscious, your inner wisdom is telling you, hey, the emotions are building. They may crash. You may surf above them. Who knows? You can decide, actually. So, but the dream is telling you that there's emotions that are building up. And sometimes, again, we don't realize. It's amazing how much we don't pay attention to our feelings. We ignore our feelings. But any feeling, all any feeling wants is to be felt. So if you have dreams about water and you're like, okay, it's telling me I have feelings. What do I do with that? You feel the feelings. That's what your dreams are wanting you to do. Feel your feelings. They don't last forever. A feeling just wants to be felt. And when you do feel a feeling, it generally lasts for 90 seconds. That's a minute and a half to really let it feel and flow through you. Let it go through you. Let the sorrow, let the anxiety, let the fear, let the anger go through you. Acknowledge that you feel it. Write it down. Write out that you feel it. Or say it out loud. All of those things dissipate feelings. So your dreams are letting you know you've got some feelings here. You need to not repress them. Don't push them down. Let them out. Release them. That's what dreams are telling you when you dream about water in these kinds of situations. Sometimes the dreams that we have about water are nightmarish. Again, drowning kinds of dreams, tidal waves that overcome you, and you feel very scared when you see the tidal wave coming at you. So if you've woken up from a nightmare, there are things you can do, and I talk about that in the next video on the screen, that is what nobody teaches you about dreams. There's 3 things that I want everyone to know about dreams. I put it in that video, and about half the video I'm talking about nightmares because there's something I want everybody to know about nightmares. So go ahead and watch that video. And thank you for watching this one. Please like this one so that more people will understand what it means when they dream about water. Please subscribe, and you can follow me over on Instagram @Caryndreams. And thank you for watching this video.